Hi guys, so this weekend I did some shopping. Now I bought a lot of books because I know that I said that I don't buy books, but I'm going to Mexico this summer and I really can't take library books. And the library I go to, basically I got all the books for 10 cents each. And you can't refuse an offer like that when you're going to buy books anyway. And I got some other stuff that I actually needed, well, mostly. So let's begin. First I got the cutest thing in the world, and this is a mustache ring. Now, this is just a cute little ring. It's like a 2-finger ring, and it's a mustache. Now, I just love little things like this. I think that they're super adorable. They're, really fun. They're kind of even conversation starters, so that people just think that you're silly and that you have a little mustache. But I think they're adorable, and I also got a charm bracelet. Now, me and Gretchen both got these. We're going to start putting charms on them. But right now, they're plain, and I've been wearing this every single day. Next, I got some books. Now, the first book I got is called The Woman Most Likely To, and I did get this at the library for 10 cents, and it says The Woman Most Likely To. Suzanne Sinclair has it all. Great job, great apartment, on some days even great hair. She doesn't have a great mom, but she's far too successful to have time for one. Then she gets a frantic summons to where it all began, Copper Creek, her home in Michigan, only to discover that her grown daughter has followed in her not-so-proud footsteps by getting pregnant without getting married, and her widowed mom seems to be scandalously juggling more men than she can count. And worst of all, he's still there. John Laker, still the man most likely to drive her crazy. So she marches into his office and declares that she's there to talk. But hours later, she didn't feel like it. Susan realizes that seeing John has turned her well-ordered world upside down. And John plus mom and daughter means it's going to be a long, hot summer in this small town. So this just sounded very interesting. I'm not going to lie. This was a 10-cent book, and I did kind of get it because I like the cover. But I just like these light, easy-to-read books. Next, I got Blushing Pink. It's a little embarrassing. All my books are super-duper girly, but here it is. It says, with one sister already married and another halfway down the aisle, 27-year-old Reese Brock fears her own life has taken a turn for the absurd. She's trapped in a PhD program she can't stand. The bookstore she loved as a customer has turned loathsome since she became a part-time employee there. And as her medicine mother is fond of pointing out, she's still single. She's pretty sure she can't count on the kids she's had 2 years ago at the stroke of midnight and New Year's Eve as dating. Brian is going to be the best man at his sister's wedding, and rumor has it that he's broken up his engagement. Now all Reese has to do is make sure that her little sister gets down the aisle and the world gets off her case, and then she can get the guy of her dreams. So I don't know, this sounds really interesting. It just sounds like a really cute book to read. Then next I got Just Perfect. Now this book actually seemed very interesting. It's very old. It even has a discard here, but I don't know. I liked it. The first part is kind of organized as 3 and 4, and it says, Maddie, Christine, and Amy are thrilled that their old college student has written the best-selling book, How to Have a Perfect Life, until they realize she's them as examples of how women let their fears screw up their life. The worst part is, it's sort of true. Together they make a pact. They each have 1 year to face down their own fears, and maybe she'll Miss Perfect a thing or two. Now, an ice princess. You have to be tough to work in the ER. But Dr. Christine Ashton's courage doesn't extend to riding a chairlift, no matter how much she loves skiing. Her challenge is to strap on a pair of skis and conquer her fear of heights. The bigger challenge, though, will be resisting the ski instructor her friends have deemed off limits. A ski bum. Alex Hunter is more than a fun-loving charmer, nothing like the users, losers, and strays Christine usually winds up with. But she's still giving him the cold shoulder, and he's determined to prove how wrong she is about him. A perfect disaster. After helping the victim of a snowboarding accident, the two fall hard and fast, with enough to melt the mountains. And everything is just perfect, until Christine must face another kind of fear and choose between her dream job at home and a dream man in Colorado. So this sounded very interesting. Then here I got Bride Needs Groom. Now personally, I don't think that the cover is pretty weird and stuff, but it says here, things to do before Grandpa Junie turns 85 and I've disinherited. 1. Find a guy to marry, preferably a stranger of my own choosing, not Grandpa's. 2. Tell the groom it's only temporary. 3. Tie the knot ASAP. And 4. Untie the knot ASAP. So basically this girl wants to get married so she doesn't lose all her inheritance and gets basically before her grandpa turns 85, and then she meets his pen pal and she's actually starting to fall in love with him, but she doesn't want to get married. She wants to just get really fast unmarried, just enough so that she doesn't basically ruin her life. That's not funny actually, I don't know why I laughed. And then the last book is probably the most interesting, and it says The Three of Us. Now it says 3 women survive holdup. Rhinebeck, New York. Yesterday, a teenage boy shot 3 people during an attempted robbery in the details, one of the area's most exclusive boutiques. Police officers on the scene found 3 women hiding in the dressing room, safe but deeply shaken. Kit, Eloise, and Nora. When the shooting began, they were strangers. When it ended, they were friends. Friends who learned the hard way that life's too precious for regrets. Kip, who gave up a figure skating career to be the perfect wife and mother, wonders what it would be like to reach for the dream she abandoned. Convinced that her 60-pound weight gain led to the demise of her marriage, Eloise contemplates a diet and a future without the man she thought she would always love. A commitment-phobic music producer, Nora is suddenly afraid of just about everything and worried that years later she ruined her one true chance at happiness. So this sounded very interesting. I liked how it talked about shooting, and this was basically the most serious book out of all of them, but I think it's going to be the first one I read. And then that's basically it with the books. Then I went to Target because my family was just buying like cleaning supplies, and I saw the swimsuit now. I saw the swimsuit basically I think 2 weeks ago, but it was strapless and I couldn't really pull it off or something. And I don't know, I didn't really want a strapless one. I think it feels kind of uncomfortable, so I didn't get it even though I absolutely fell in love with it. So then when I went back yesterday, I was so happy because it was the same swimsuit, only basically with straps that you can take on and off. I don't know why the other Target didn't have it, but I was so happy that I was just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I think it's just adorable. So it's basically this. When my dad saw this, he said it looked like the 4th of July. I think it looks very cute and sailor-like. I think this is completely adorable. And then the bottom is this. It's just so pretty. I don't know. I love it. I'm going to be wearing this so much. I'm going to wear this to my pool party that I'm going to be hosting at the end of the year. I don't know. I just think this is the cutest swimsuit in the world. I mean, look at this. It has polka dots, and it has this kind of bow here. I don't know. I just think it's adorable. So, yeah, that's basically it. I hope you liked this video. Bye.